Hi class, in lesson 5 you will be learning about least common multiple and greatest common factor. Learning goals for today: you will determine the greatest common factor of two whole numbers less than or equal to 100. Use greatest common factors and the distributive property to rewrite the sum of whole numbers 1 to 100 and determine the least common multiple of two whole numbers less than or equal to 12. Please turn to page 53, activity 5.1, calculating the greatest common factor. In the previous activity, you determined the greatest number of packages that Emily could make from 3 different types of breads. In other words, you were looking for the greatest number that is a factor of the 3 other numbers, 40, 72, and 24. One way to determine the greatest common factor is to start by listing all the prime factors of each number. The table shows the prime factorization of 24, 40, and 72. Please answer number 1 with your group. For number 1, the common prime factors for 24, 40, and 72 are 2, 2, and 2. The greatest common factor is the product of the common prime factors. Please answer number 2, 3, and 4 with your group. For number 2, the greatest common factor of 24, 40, and 72 is 8. For number 3, the least common factor is 1, but since 1 is always the least common factor, the next lowest factor is 2. And for number 4, rewriting the numeric expression using the distributive property, 8 times the quantity of 3 plus 5 plus 9. Please turn to page 54, answer number 5 and 6 with your group. For number 5, letter A, the GCF of 36 and 48 is 12. For letter B, the GCF of 37 and 81 is 1. For number 6, if we are rewriting each numeric expression using the distributive property in the GCF, for letter A, we should have 12 times the quantity of 3 plus 4. And for letter B, we should have 1 times the quantity of 37 plus 81. Please turn to page 54, activity 5.2, using GCF and LCM to solve problems. Remember that common factors help you think about how to divide or share things equally. Common multiples help you think about how things with different cycles can occur at the same time. Please answer number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Number 2, 3, and 4 are on the next page, page 55. Please answer 1 through 4 with your group. For number 1, it would be 238 minutes before commercials coincide, and the program is only 120 minutes long, so the commercials will never coincide. For number 2, the 2 riders will meet in 36 minutes. The first rider will have gone around the track 3 times, while the second rider will have gone around twice. And for number 3, the times that the experiments will need to be checked at the same time would be every 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15 minutes. For number 4, the greatest possible length is 12 inches because 12 is the GCF for 60, 48, and 72. And for number 4, letter B, we are going to have 5 pieces of blue, 4 pieces of gold, and 6 pieces of white cloth. This will conclude today's lesson on least common multiples and greatest common factors. Please let your teacher know if you have any questions. Thanks.